What is up, Nerf Nation? I'm Naptown Nerf, and I'm going to show you how to turn your blaster into a hot rod. We're not going to be wrapping cars, we're going to be wrapping blasters. Alright you guys, so Blastr Wrapz actually sent me quite a few options for wrapping blasters, and I think that's really cool. It's really nice of them to send quite a few of these along, and I actually plan on giving away a couple of these, and I'll explain more of that at the end of the video. But let's go ahead and lay these out and take a look at them. We do have quite a few, it looks like, for the Kronos and a couple here for the Strife, so that's pretty awesome. I do believe they also do wraps for the Strong Arm and I think Rival magazines even. So that's interesting. I don't know if some of those are in here also, but we will crack them open here soon and check them out. I think today though we are going to be throwing some on the Kronos because I have this really cool Kronos that has been sitting around for a little while now that I put some parts on from my good friend Grihas. I really like these 3D printed parts on here, but other than that, the blaster is pretty plain. I have modified the internals though, so it does have a nice spring load in there. But yeah, it sure could use a few color touches to it. So I think this is going to be a good option for that. So we'll go ahead and crack a couple of these open and see what's inside. So this looks like an instruction manual kind of telling you what pieces go where. So that's pretty cool. It tells you what goes on the right side, what goes on the bottom, and obviously what goes on the left side and the top side, the front also. So we have, looks like some flame options. That's a pretty cool option. That's a possibility. Oh, there we go. There's a custom one with my logo on it. That is awesome. That is pretty sweet. Interesting. I like this part right here. That's pretty sweet. So I don't know, maybe we'll do that one. We will see. That would be a pretty sweet option. I do like the flames. Yeah, that might be the one we go with since it has my logo on it. So that's pretty cool. We'll see what else we got. So this one is for the Strife, and again, you get the directions there. And then this one looks like it is bacon or pizza. It's pizza. There you go. So if you want a pizza Strife, you can have a pizza Strife. And the thing that's really cool about this, I got these upside down, not that it really matters too much right now, but we'll go ahead and flip them around. But the thing that's really cool about these is if you don't have the skills or the equipment to hydro dip, this is something that would be close to that. And it just allows anybody really to modify the look of their blaster with very limited tools. So I think that's awesome. I think it's a really cool idea, and I think it should be pretty popular if people know about it. So this is another one for the Strife, and it looks like a pretty cool blue camo. I think that's pretty awesome. This looks like another one with the Naptown Nerf logo on there, so that's interesting. They did two of them for me, so that's pretty sweet. So if I wanted to dual wield them, that would definitely be an option. So I may have to do one of these for the demo because I have two of them. That's pretty cool. Oh, there you go. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. That's pretty awesome. They did that. So subscribe and definitely smash that like button. Don't forget to do those things. Obviously, I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, that's pretty fun. Fun little custom wrap there. I am a little jealous that Drac got a Galaxy one because you know how much I like Galaxy. But it's good that I didn't because I probably would want to do that one. So we will do one of the custom ones, which is pretty sweet. And I think that'll look nice with those 3D printed parts. So we'll go ahead and get started on this. I'm not going to bore you too much with watching me put this together. I might do a time lapse or just skip it all together. We will see. But if I have any issues, I will let you know. right, you guys, so applying those went pretty smoothly. It's definitely not perfect by any stretch of the means, but I feel like I did a fairly good job considering it was my first time. There is a little bit of skill applying stickers like this. If you've applied vinyl stickers before to things, it's very similar to that. I mean, you kind of have to start at one side and then work your way to the other side. Usually I started, you know, with the side that was the most critical of lining up, you know, going with a straight edge or like getting this part in correctly, whatnot. And then using a tool like this to really smooth it out and try to get the air bubbles out as much as possible. This really helped a lot, but if you don't have one of these, a credit card or an ID or something like that should work fine. If I can find a link to one of these guys on Amazon or something, I'll put it in the description box below. If you want to pick one of those up, they should be pretty cheap and they're nice to have, especially if you do a lot of vinyl work. So the only other tool I would recommend having on hand is an X-Acto blade, one that is sharp, unlike the one I have here. So if you have any excess sticker that goes over, like I know I had to trim off one of the sides here on the priming handle that just overlapped a tad. I think I had to trim off one of these guys too, because maybe I pulled it a little too far just to keep it lined up. So it could be handy for that. Also, maybe getting into tough crevices or something, and use the back of it kind of to get the sticker to lay down flat. But also there is a lot of the sticker that overlaps the shell, so definitely modify your blaster first before putting on your wrap. But if you want to open it up again, you're just going to need a nice sharp X-Acto and go down the seams in the middle of where the parts are that are covering the seams. So there's quite a few actually. Well, this part, this part, the back part here, and yeah, so it wouldn't be too difficult to cut it, and I think that I don't have a problem with the way they designed it and covering the whole area. That makes sense. It's going to be cleaner that way and even than having it two separate stickers, and everything's going to line up perfectly that way. So I think it's smart that they did that way. You just need to take an X-Acto blade and just cut it down the seam. But yeah, like I said, there is some bubbles. There's obviously going to be some parts that are a little weird because it's not completely flat. They go over, you know, the logos or the, you know, warning labels and whatnot. But this is a pretty nice blaster to do because it does have a lot of flat surfaces. Obviously, those are the blasters that I feel like they've designed their work for. I don't know how the strong arm would do. I think they have stuff for the strong arm. I'm not sure how well that would do considering it is a lot more curved, but I think the Stripe and the Kronos are very good options. I did not end up putting the sticker obviously on top here because of this 3D printed part I have. It was a pretty cool piece that they had for this little skull guy. I thought that was pretty neat. It would just sit right there if you had a stock Kronos and didn't have like a door delete there. So I didn't get to use that on this one, but maybe I'll use it for something else, who knows. But yeah, I think all in all, this is a pretty neat product. I think it would be cool to see this, especially this design, on like a red Kronos. I'm not sure how well it works with the white, or you could paint it with a base coat, like a vinyl dye or something, and then put the stickers on top. Because the white showing, especially like in areas like this, I mean, it doesn't look great, but nevertheless, I think this is a great product for younger Nerfers that are just getting into customizing their blasters. This is something that they can do very easily and make their blasters look unique. So definitely a cool product. So if you're interested in picking up some of these wraps for your blasters, I will put all the information and details in the description box below. I think there's even a 20% off coupon code of some sort. All that information will be in the description box, so definitely check that out. And I plan on doing giveaways of a couple of these. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it yet, but I plan on putting them up on my Facebook page and Instagram. So make sure you follow me on my Facebook page and Instagram, so when I figure that out, you will be alerted to how you could win a wrap. So I just highly recommend you follow me on those platforms anyways, because who knows what's gonna happen with YouTube at any moment, and it's always good to follow your favorite YouTubers on other platforms just in case something crazy happens. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review and I guess modification. Don't forget to smash that like button. It really, really helps out my YouTube videos. The more likes you give, the higher percentage of likes it gets, the better my channel will do in the long run, so that would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and as always, guys, peace out.